Agricultural marketing. Agricultural use of natural resources for human welfare, that is cultivation and rearing of animals. Marketing connotes a series of activities involved in mar- moving to the goods from points of production to point of consumption. Two types of marketing, that is input marketing, seeds, manure, fertilizers, agricultural implements, etc., and product managed marketing by products and or value added products sell in the market. Definition and objectives. Philip Kotler definition has defined marketing as a human activity directed at satisfying the needs and wants through exchange process. Need of understanding between producer, consumer, middleman and trader, government. Importance of agricultural marketing. Optimization of resource use and output management, increase in farm income, widening of markets, growth of agro-based industries, price signals, adoption and spread of new technology, employment creation, addition to nation income, better living, creation of utility. Next, differences between marketing. Agricultural marketing and manufactured products. Perishability of product, seasonability of production, business of products, variation in quality of products, irregular supply of agricultural product, small size of holding and saturated production, processing. Scope and subject matter. Input marketing, output marketing. Input marketing was negligible. Agricultural technology input responsible. Scope of marketing must include both product and input marketing. Subject matter. Channels efficiency and cost. Price spread market. Integration producer surplus. Market and market structure. The word market comes from Latin word marketus, which means merchandise trade or a place where business is conducted. Market means a social institution which performs activities and provide facilities for enhancing commodities between buyer and seller. Components of market. Commodity and good, buyers and sellers, business relationship and intercourse, area, existence of perfect competition and uniform price not necessary. Dimensions of market. Location of place of operation, area of coverage, time span, volume of transactions, nature of transactions, number of commodities, degree of competition, nature of commodities, stage of marketing, extent of public intervention, types of population served, accrual of marketing margins. Classification of market. On the basis of location and place of operation, village market, primary market, secondary wholesale market, terminal markets, seaboard markets. On the basis of area or coverage, local and village market, regional market, national market, world and international markets. Now classification of markets on the basis of volume of transactions, wholesale market and retail market. Classification of market on the basis of nature of transaction, spot market or cash market and forward market. Classification of market on the basis of number of commodities in which transactions take place, general market and specialized markets. Now on the basis of degree of competition, perfect market, imperfect market, monopoly market, for example purchasing electricity of irrigation, monopoly market, one buyer, duopoly market, two seller, dupsony market, two buyers, oligopoly market, more than two but few sellers. Monopolistic competition, large number of sellers deal with heterogeneous and differentiated products, for example insecticides, sets, fertilizers and equipments. Classification of markets. On the basis of nature of commodities, commodity markets, capital markets. Now classification of market on the basis of extent of public intervention, regulated market and unregulated market. Classification of market on the basis of stage of marketing, product producing markets, consuming markets. Classification of markets on the basis of type of population served. Urban market, rural market. Classification of markets on the basis of market functionaries and accrual of marketing margins. Farmer markets, cooperative markets, general markets. Now classification of markets on the basis of time span, short period market, periodic markets, long periodic markets, secular markets. Classification of markets. Markets may be classified on the basis of each of the 12 dimensions mentioned below. On the basis of location. On the basis of a place of location or operation, markets area of the following types. Village markets. A market which is located in a small village where major transactions take place among the buyers and sellers of a village is called a village market. Primary wholesale market. These markets are located in big towns near the centers of production of agricultural commodities. In these markets, a major part of the produce is brought for sale by the producer and farmers themselves. Transactions in these markets usually take place between the farmers and traders. Secondary wholesale market. These markets are located generally in district headquarters or important trade centers or near railway junctions. The major transactions in commodities take place between the village traders and wholesalers. The bulk of the arrivals in these markets is from other markets. The produce in these markets is handled in large quantities. There are, therefore, specialized marketing agencies performing different marketing functions such as those of commission agents, brokers, weightmen, etc. Terminal market. A terminal market is one where the produce is either finally disposed of to the consumer or processor or assembled for export. Merchants are well organized and use modern methods of marketing. Commodity exchange exists in these markets which provide facilities for forward trading in specific commodities. Such markets are located either in metropolitan cities or in seaports in Bombay, Madras, Calcutta and Delhi. Seaboard markets. Markets which are located near the seashore and mean mainly for the import or export of goods are known as seaboard markets. Examples of these markets in India are Bombay, Madras and Calcutta. On the basis of area or coverage. On the basis of area from the which buyers and sellers usually come for transactions, markets may be classified into the following four classes. Local or village markets. A market in which the buying and selling activities are confirmed among the buyers and sellers drawn from the same village or nearby village. The markets exist mostly for perishable of commodities in small lots. Example: local milk market or vegetable market. Regional market. A market in which buyers and sellers for a commodity are drawn from a larger area than the local markets. Regional markets in India usually exist for food products. National markets. A market in which buyers and sellers are at the national level. National markets are found for the durable goods like jute and tea. World market. A market in which the buyers and sellers are drawn from the whole world. These are the biggest markets from the area point of view. These markets exist in the commodities which have a worldwide demand and are supply, such as coffee, machinery, gold and silver, etc. In recent years, many countries are moving towards a regime of liberal international trade in agricultural products like raw cotton, sugar, rice and wheat. On the basis of time span. On the basis, markets are of the following type. Short period markets. The markets which are held only for a few hours are called short period markets. The products dealt within these markets are of high perishable nature, such as fish, fresh vegetables and liquid milk. In these markets, the prices of commodities are governed mainly by the extent of demand for rather than by the supply of the commodity. Long period markets. These markets are held for a long period than the short period markets. The commodities traded in these markets are less perishable and can be stored for some time. These are food grains and oilseeds. The prices are governed both by the supply and demand forces. Secular markets. These are markets of permanent nature. The commodities traded in these markets are durable in nature and can be stored for many years. Examples are markets for machinery and manufactured goods. On the basis of volume of transactions, there are two types of markets on the basis of volume of transactions at a time. Wholesale markets. A wholesale market is one in which commodities are bought and sold in large lots or in bulk. Transactions in these markets take place mainly between traders. Retail markets. A retail market is one in which commodities are bought, buy and sold to the consumer as per their requirements. Transactions in these markets take place between retailer and consumer. The retailers purchase in wholesale market and sell in small lots to the consumer. These markets are very near to the consumer. On the basis of nature of transactions, the markets which are based on the types of transactions in which people are engaged are two types: spot or cash markets. A market in which goods are exchanged for money immediately after the sales is called the spot or cash market. Forward markets. A market in which the purchase and sale of commodity take place at time, but the exchange of the commodity takes place on some specified date in future. That is time, sometimes even on the specified date in the future. There may not be any exchange of the commodity. Instead, the differences in the purchase and sale prices are paid or taken on the basis of number of commodities in which transactions takes place. A market may be general or specialized on the basis of the number of commodities in which transactions are completed. General markets. A markets in which all types of commodities such as food grains, oil seeds, fiber crops, etc. bought and sold is known as general market. These markets deal in a large number of commodities. Specialized markets. A market in which transactions take place in one or two commodities is known as a specialized market. For every group of commodities, separate markets exist. The examples are food grain markets, vegetable markets, wool market, and cotton market. On the basis of degrees of competition, each market can be placed on a continuous scale starting from a perfectly competitive point to pure monopoly or monopsony situation. Extreme forms are almost non existent. Perfect markets. A perfect market is one in which the following conditions hold good. There is a large number of buyers and sellers. All the buyers and sellers in the market have perfect knowledge of demand, supply, and prices. Prices at any one time are uniform over a geographical area, plus or minus the cost of getting supplies from surplus to deficit areas. The prices are uniform at any one place over periods of time, plus or minus the cost of storage from one period to another. The prices differences from a product are uniforms, plus or minus the cost of converting the product from to another. Imperfect markets. The markets in which the conditions of perfect competitions are lacking are characterized as imperfect markets. The following situations, each based on the degrees of imperfection, may be identified. Monopoly market. Monopoly is a market situation in which there is only one seller of a commodity. He exercises sole control over the quantity or price of the commodity. In this market, the price of commodity is generally higher than in other markets. Indian farmers operate in a monopoly market when purchasing electricity for irrigation. When there is only one buyer of a product, the market is termed as monopsony market. Duopoly market. A duopoly market is one which has only two sellers of a commodity. They may mutually agree to charge a common price which is higher than the hypothetical price in a common market. The market situation in which there are only two buyers of a commodity is known as the duopoly market. Oligopoly market. A market in which there are more than two but still a few sellers of a commodity is termed as an oligopoly market. A market having few buyers is known as oligopoly market. Monopolistic competition. When a large number of sellers deal in heterogeneous and differentiated form of a commodity. The situation is called monopolistic competition. The differences is made conspicuous by different trademarks on the product. Different prices prevail for the same basic product. Examples of monopolistic competition faced by farmers may be drawn from the input markets. For example, they have to choose between various makers of insecticides, pump-sets, fertilizers, and equipments on the basis of nature of commodities. On the basis of the type of goods dealt in markets may be classified into the following categories. Commodity markets, capital markets. A market which deals in goods and raw materials such as wheat, barley, cotton, fertilizer, seeds, etc. are termed as commodity markets. Capital market. The market in which bonds, shares, and securities are bought and sold are called capital markets. For example, money market, share market. And the basics of stage of marketing. And the basic of stage of marketing markets may be classified into two categories: producing markets, consuming markets. Those markets which mainly assemble the commodity for further distribution to other markets are termed as producing markets. Such markets are located in producing areas. Consuming markets. Markets which collect the produce for final disposal to the consuming population are called consumer markets. Such markets are generally located in areas where production is inadequate or in the thickly populated urban centers on the basis of extent of public intervention. Based on the extent of public intervention, markets may be placed in any one of the following two classes: regulated markets and unregulated markets. Markets in which business is done in accordance with the rules and regulations formed by the statutory market organization representing different sections involved in markets. The marketing costs in such markets are standardized and practiced are regulated. These are the markets in which business is conducted without any set rules and regulations. Traders frame the rules for the conduct of the business and run the market. These markets suffer from many ills, ranging from understandardized charts of marketing functions to imperfections in the determination of prices. On the basis of accrual of marketing margins. Markets are also classified on the basis of as to whom the marketing margins accrue. Over the years, there has been a considerable increase in the producers or consumers, cooperatives or other organizations handling markets of various products. Through private trade still handles bulk of the trade in farm products, the cooperative marketing has increased its share in the trade of some agricultural commodities like milk, fertilizer, sugar cane, and sugar. In the case of marketing, activities undertaken by producers or consumers cooperatives, the marketing margins are either negligible or shared amongst their members. Market structure, size, and design of market structure. Market operation. Market structure is the formal organization of the functional activity of a market institution, traders' behavior and their performance, understanding and market knowledge. Components of market structure: concentration of market power, degrees of product differentiation, conditions for entry of firms in the market, flow of market information, degree of integration. Dynamics of market structure, conduct and performance. Market conduct includes market sharing and price setting policies, policies aimed at reveals and policies towards setting the quality of products. Market structure should keep pace the following changes: production pattern, demand pattern, cost and patterns of the marketing functions, technological change in industry. Producer surplus. The producer surplus is the quantity of produce which is or can be made available by the farmers to the non-farm population. Two types: marketable surplus and marketable surplus. Important: framing sound price policies, development proper procurement and purchase strategies, checking undue price fluctuations, advance estimate of the surpluses, development of transport and storage systems. Marketable surplus: it is that quantity of the produce which is made available to non-farm population by a farmer after fulfilling his requirement. Relationship between marketable structure and marketed structure. Marketed surplus, marketable surplus. When farmer retains smaller quantity of the crop than his actual requirements. Marketed surplus, marketable surplus. When farmer retains some of the surplus produce. Marketed surplus is equal to marketable surplus when farmer neither retains more or less than his requirements. Factors affecting marketable surplus: size of holding, production, size of family, requirement of seeds and feed, nature of commodity, consumption of habits, price of commodity. Marketing functions. Any single activity performed in carrying a product from point of its production to point of ultimate consumer. Packaging, transportation, grading and standardization, storage and warehousing, processing and value addition, buying and selling, price and discovery and price determination, market information. Classification of market functions. Thomson classified into three broad categories: primary function, secondary function, assembling or procurement, processing, distribution or distribution. Secondary functions: packaging or packing, transportation, grading, standardization and quality control, storage and warehousing, determination or discovery of prices, risk taking, financing, buying and selling, demand creation, dissemination of market information.